Alright, next one's going to be the Clippers versus the Milwaukee Bucks. This one is going to be the highly most watched and most anticipated competitive basketball game of the whole entire NBA schedule. These are by far two of the best teams in the NBA. Possibly a potential NBA matchup in the NBA Finals. You got the Milwaukee Bucks that lost last year to the Toronto Raptors, who beat them in, I think, 5 or 6 games and advanced to the NBA Finals, and then destroyed the Golden State Warriors to win the championship. So this Milwaukee Bucks team has experience. This team has made the playoffs. For the last 5 out of 6 years, this team has been put together by Jason Kidd himself. Of course, we know after 2 or 3 seasons they fired Jason Kidd, but it's still got his imprint on it. And this Milwaukee Bucks team has shown that they can actually play with teams like this. I mean, remember when no one can stop the Golden State Warriors, and for whatever reason this team was the only team that could beat the Warriors? Well, it seems like the Bucks might, and I say keyword might, have this team's number, because they've played each other before in the preseason, and they were just hanging around with the Clippers. Yeah, the Clippers won the preseason game, and the Bucks weren't really going all out, but they got a center, and this is going to be like a high-scoring game. Like, you're going to see the game go back and forth. The first 2 quarters is going to be the Bucks. The third quarter and the fourth quarter is going to be all Clippers. It's just going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's going to be competitive. You're going to see some fouls being called. You know, this might be one of them games where people expect Kawhi Leonard to play. And we do know that Kawhi Leonard will play games in the season, but will also rest during that same season. You know, this is the game where Paul George might score 15, 25 points. If he has a good day, he might score 30 points. Kawhi Leonard might just drop 20, 25 points, and the rest of the Clipper team might just score 30 or 35 points. It's going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to get so competitive that there's going to be fouls being called, technical fouls. A fight might break out because it's going to get this very competitive. This is where we're going to see how truly battle-tested are the Clippers. Now, they are by far the best team in LA. You know, Lakers got the record for the best record right now, but this game might show who truly is the best. The Bucks have a lot to prove. The Clippers have a lot to prove. And the Clippers have a NBA champion on their team. And Milwaukee Bucks is playing against a team that had a player that was on the Toronto Raptors team that was the reason why they lost. So you know the Milwaukee Bucks are out for revenge. Think about it. How does it feel that Kawhi Leonard was with the Toronto Raptors? They beat y'all in 5 or 6 games. They advanced to the NBA Finals. They destroyed the Golden State Warriors and took the championship. Now here he is on the Clippers, and here you are, the Milwaukee Bucks, facing the Clippers on this schedule, and you got to see the guy that cost you an opportunity to make it to the NBA Finals. Because after all, everybody wanted to see the Milwaukee Bucks and the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals, and you got the complete opposite. You got to see the Toronto Raptors and the Warriors in the NBA Finals, but you see how disappointing that series was, because from start to finish, Toronto Raptors dominated that NBA Finals, and Golden State was broken. You know, no Klay Thompson, he broke down, got hurt. No Kevin Durant. You know, Draymond Green and Stephen Curry was trying all they could. You know, DeMarcus Cousins was hurt. I mean, yeah, so you can see that Milwaukee Bucks, they're out for their revenge. You know, so they're going to be trying to win this game to make a statement. So I call this a statement game. Game might go into overtime, who knows. The Clippers, they're the favorites to win the basketball game. Everything goes in their favor. They have the advantage. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster. They can play offense, they can play defense. They can play 4 quarters. They're not afraid if the game goes into overtime. 2 overtimes, 3 overtimes, and they got 2 of the best premier basketball players on that Clipper team. You got Paul George. He might go for 20, 25. If he's good on a good night, 30 points. You got Kawhi Leonard. He might drop 20, 25 points. And Doc Rivers knows exactly what to do in this type of situation. Put them both on the floor and let them do damage. So if they both play today, Clippers is going to take it. So I think the score for this one might be 120 to 102, or if it's not that high of a scoring game, but it still might be 110 to 100. Either way, it's going to get into the hundreds. So don't be surprised or shocked that this is a very high-scoring game. Like, you might watch this basketball game. Out of all the games you might watch, this one's highly watched and anticipated. Clippers is going to take it. I'm not a Clipper fan, but Clippers is going to take the win. Milwaukee wants to prove that they're the team in the East. They win this game, they can prove that. They lose this game, and it just proves why people were glad that they didn't make the finals. Next video, the Lakers.